Eastern philosophy and mythology have shaped some of anime's most iconic abilities and characters. And Naruto is no exception. The 6 Paths of Pain and Sage Mode episodes are quite peculiar as they draw inspiration from ancient Buddhist beliefs, Japanese philosophy, and real-world mental and physical training. In this Naruto video essay, in this anime video essay, I'm decoding the ancient origins behind the 6 Paths of Pain and uncovering the Eastern philosophy that inspired Naruto's Sage Mode training. We'll explore how these ancient ideas were transformed into one of my most favorite story arcs in all of Naruto. And as a shameless plug, you can try out a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime. Watch plenty of new or OG anime such as Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, Death Note, and other shows too. Also, you get a free shipping, sub to one Twitch streamer, and you can even listen to Amazon Music as well. As always, if you enjoy my content, be sure to like and hype up this video. It really helps my channel. Now let's begin. No matter if you're religious, spiritual, or just atheist, you cannot deny that the anime Naruto is highly influenced by religious and cultural references from all over Asia. And in this video, I'll be covering the most talked about arc in Naruto Shippuden, the Pain arc. The Pain arc has some of the most interesting references associated with Buddhism, and the 6 Paths of Pain in particular represent the Buddhist concept called samsara, the 6 levels of existence in which beings die and are reborn. The 6 realms in Buddhism are separated, as the lower 3 realms have an immense amount of suffering, while the 3 higher realms are considerably more comfortable to live in, but there's always a possibility for beings to fall into lower realms. In the anime Naruto, the 6 Paths of Pain are puppets used by Nagato, which he controls with his Rinnegan, and each Path of Pain is associated with the 6 realms of samsara, with the lower 3 realms being Naraka, Preta, and animal realms of existence. The Naraka Path of Pain summons the King of Hell called Emma, who has the ability to interrogate people, and he can restore any damage a pain of path has acquired. This path in particular will get information from his victims, and if the target is lying, the King of Hell will rip out their tongue, which is a concept taken from Hindu mythology, because Enma boils his victims and rips out their tongue if they lied as well. So you might want to be on good terms with them, or you'll end up being boiled in a hellish crockpot for eternity. Next, the realm of the hungry ghost is called Preta, and in the anime, the Preta path has the ability to absorb any type of chakra in the show. This path absorbs energy by creating a force field around his body. Although it can take in any type of chakra, Senjutsu chakra can turn this Path of Pain into stone. The Preta path is based on the Buddhist realm in which beings are reincarnated as ghosts of some sort that suffer because they are unable to act out their powerful desires to quench their thirst or hunger due to their karma in past lives. The animal path in the Naruto anime is able to summon gigantic creatures at will because Nagato defeated them and used the Rinnegan to bring the beast under his control. This is common sense, but Buddhism explains that the animal realm doesn't live in a separate dimension than humans, but they have a different mindset, one where their instincts control their actions, and the animals live in dangerous living conditions, living in constant fear from being eaten by other animals or by humans. If you are watching this video, congratulations, you're in one of the quote-unquote good realms for now. You don't have to constantly worry about getting eaten, experiencing intense hunger or thirst, and you're not being boiled in the hot waters of hell either. Now, let's talk about the 3 higher realms that inspired the idea behind the 6 Paths of Pain. Asura is a realm or plane of existence in which demigods reside, and in the anime, the Asura path is almost like a metal puppet with numerous arms, weapons, and even missiles. I'm not sure where he got missiles from, but I'll act like it belongs in the anime for now. Now, in Buddhist philosophy, Asura are half-divine beings who are powerful and have supernatural abilities, but they're constantly at war with one another. Just like this show, Asuras have 6 arms and 3 faces, wielding different kinds of weapons. Beings who have incarnated on this plane because of their extreme carnal desires and their obsession with materialism. The human path in the anime can only do one thing, and that's read the minds of the enemy at a close range, which kills the victim in the process. Yes, the human path is not valuable because Pain was quick to sacrifice the human path in order to save the animal path. And based on the higher realms of samsara, the human realm seems so basic because humans have no mystical abilities, yet are capable of experiencing pleasures and desires that are less extreme than the other realms. Although, the thing that makes the human realm so incredible is that we have access to information and teachers that can grant us enlightenment, so we can escape the cycles of samsara, something that is extremely hard to do in the highest realm known as Deva. The Deva realm in Buddhism is known for its godlike beings. It's the highest realm of existence that correlates to the Deva path in Naruto. This path is able to control gravity and is known as the most powerful path of all, demolishing the entire Leaf village with his signature attacks, Almighty Push, and planetary devastation. According to Buddhist teachings, Devas are not deities, but are much more powerful than humans are. And in this realm, the beings live in a utopia with minimal struggles, although they are quite prideful and still exist in samsara, still subject to reincarnating into lower realms because they are not enlightened beings. Overall, one must go through most of these realms in numerous lifetimes in order to experience nirvana, which grants the soul freedom from the circle of pain and suffering. Something the character Pain in Naruto wanted the world to experience so that everyone could be liberated, so everyone could be in nirvana. What's your favorite aspect of the Pain arc? And did you learn anything new about this legendary arc? Sound off in the comment section so we can dive deeper into this. This is June signing out, and if you like the content so far, give me a like. Also, you can try a 30-day free trial on Amazon Prime. You can watch anime, television, listen to songs with Amazon Music, stream games, or even sub to one Twitch streamer for free, so you can cancel the free trial whenever you want, if you don't like it. Now let's get back to the video.
Sage Jutsu! Rasengan Barrage!
What?
To master Sage Mode, you must die. Well, that's somewhat true. Naruto, our favorite knuckle-headed ninja, travels to Mount Myoboku to learn Sage Mode in order to amplify his power to ridiculous heights. Unlike his mentor Jiraiya, who couldn't fully master it, Naruto actually pulls it off. In this episode of Real Myths and Legends in the Naruto series, we'll dive into the true origins of Sage Mode. And hey, as a shameless plug, if you want, you can try out a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime. Watch anime, TV, listen to music, or sub to one Twitch streamer. Then unsubscribe whenever you want. Now like the video, subscribe possibly, and let's begin. What is Sage Mode? What is this mysterious form that only a few characters can use? The activation of Sini Modo, or Sage Mode, enables one to have superhuman qualities, such as an extreme boost in strength, increased stamina, and boosts the power of a character's jutsu, and the user acquires enhanced senses. However, it's not that easy to master, since one has to gather Senjutsu chakra by being still, via sitting meditation or standing meditation. Also, one needs to have a large amount of chakra to maintain this form, or else you'll turn into this. Interestingly enough, the word Sennin is defined as Immortal Mountain Wizard in Taoist traditions, and other sources say it translates to Mountain Hermit. In Japanese culture and in mythology, Sennin generally signifies an immortal being or saintly hermit who lives in the mountains, secluded or isolated from others. These figures are often portrayed as having acquired supernatural powers through their asceticism and connection to nature, just like Sage Mode. So what inspired Sage Mode's intense training? Well, it's rooted in Shugindo, a Japanese spiritual path that literally translates to the way of cultivating supernatural power. This tradition blends Buddhism, Taoism, mountain worship, and Shintoism all into one. Practitioners of Shugindo do harsh nature-based rituals, like meditating or standing on hot coal, to awaken spiritual power. Just like when Naruto trains at Mount Myoboku to absorb nature's energy. And in the series Demon Slayer, characters like Tanjiro or Gyome are doing similar training as well. In Naruto and Shugindo, they teach its practitioners you have to die first. Not literally, but it means letting go of your old self to be reborn and to deeply connect with nature. To do so, one must retreat into nature for days, in the Japanese mountains, to push the body past its limits to cultivate nature's energy. What's up with these toads in Naruto? The numerous toads in Mount Myoboku, such as Gamabunta or Fukusaka, are wise and live for hundreds or even thousands of years. These toads that guide and help the protagonist Naruto are inspired by Shugendo myths and legends, or in Japanese folklore, they're called Ogama yokai. According to ancient folklore, these mystical toads Ogama thrive deep into the forests of Japan. They're insanely huge and have supernatural abilities such as shape-shifting magic, in which they can disguise themselves as humans, who usually assault and terrorize people, if you piss them off, that is.
Banana o kudasai.
And here's an interesting fact about Naruto's mentor Jiraiya. His overall character and lore is based on the classic Japanese folklore of Jiraiya the Gallant. Jiraiya trains with mystical toads and learned their toad magic. This directly inspired his character in Naruto. It's the reason why he summons frogs like Gamabunta and has a toad-like sage mode transformation. It's all based off of folklore. If I'm giving any value, then smash like button. If you want, you can try out a 30-day free trial of Amazon Prime. Watch anime, TV, listen to music, or sub to one Twitch streamer. Then unsubscribe whenever you want. Meditation explained. I say this all the time. Naruto is an incredibly deep anime. It's packed with real Eastern practices that are truly fascinating. Although, there is this one technique that is quite interesting, but in real life, most people can't do. This technique is called meditation.
Meditation is the path we take to discipline the mind. It's the practice of keeping our mind within ourselves.
Meditation is something Naruto, Jiraiya, and a few others use to absorb Senjutsu chakra and activate sage mode. One must be completely still, or else it will not work, leaving them wide open for an attack. And in real life, meditation is a technique that most likely originates from ancient India, being thousands of years old. And you do not need to be some super duper deep spiritual lyrical Buddhist master to do this technique. Meditation can be used by doctors, fighters, athletes, or your average Joe. It's a powerful habit that dampens the ego, calms the mind and body, and boosts one's ability to concentrate or focus. Me personally, I sit for about 10 minutes a day. Yeah, I know it's only 10 minutes. It's not that long, but it's seriously a game changer. It's time to decode Naruto Sage Mode meditation posture and hand seal. Besides Naruto Uzumaki's hand seal, his meditative posture is pretty basic. It seems like Naruto is using a basic breathing meditation to relax, achieve stillness, and to absorb Senjutsu chakra, all while sitting in Burmese pose, a pose where the feet and legs lay on the ground. Beginners usually start off with this pose, while more flexible meditators progress to half lotus or full lotus.
This is the iconic full lotus posture. It forms a very stable triangle with both knees and bottom touching the ground. Don't worry if you can't manage to sit in this posture. Many of us can't.
And in many spiritual traditions, meditation cultivates mindfulness and a connection to the true nature of things. Just like Naruto, when he merged his chakra with nature's energy to become one with the natural world. Oh, and one more thing. The scene where Fukasaku whacks Naruto with a stick is actually based on real Zen practices.
The head monk's strike is not a punishment, but an aid to meditation. It revives the monk and may even shock him into greater awareness.
Getting hit with a stick called a keisaku isn't punishment. It's used to refocus the mind during meditation, especially when you're tired or distracted. But to be honest, it probably still stings a lot. Mida no join mudra. Alright, I'll admit it. In my first Naruto Sage Mode video, I thought his practice was solely on Zen Buddhism. Well, I was wrong. Turns out, it also draws from Pure Land Buddhism as well.
The Nembutsu is like a prayer to this one important Buddha named Amida in humans. Those who enter after they die are taught how to attain enlightenment by the gods and Amida himself.
Naruto's meditative hand seal, Mida no Join, is quite peculiar, being associated with the Amida Buddha from Pure Land Buddhism, which is supposed to symbolize the triumph of enlightenment over illusion. And the Kamakura Daibutsu, aka the Great Buddha of Kamakura, is a Japanese statue of the Amida Buddha, shown meditating with the Mida no Join hand seal. So while Naruto's mudra might look stylized or unique, it is actually inspired by a real Buddhist tradition that has been practiced for generations. If you like my Sage Mode video, smash the like button for part 3. And in the meantime, check out this Naruto playlist or video right here.